It's crazy that these are 1-minute candles, man. It's crazy that these are 1-minute candles. Mm. Mm. Yeah, what's up, Investor Z? Mm. Well, okay. I mean, hmm. I don't want to take the short here, but I'll take the short. We'll see what gets filled first here. Hmm. Wow. 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 What the fuck? What is going on? What is going on right now? Whoa. Whoa. Let me close this out. Let me close it out. Whoa, 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 whoa. You said, where do I get market news before market open? Financial Juice. Speaking of Financial Juice, well, I did not expect that short to work like that. I did not expect that to work. That flash crash literally just Ninja Trader rate right now doesn't know what to do. It's still recovering. I'm sorry, guys. I'm supposed to have the live news feed on, and I don't. Let me turn that on. So Iran leaked terms do not match written agreement. Wow, what a freaking crash. I did not expect that to happen.
I said oil pairing losses now. Brent trading above $89 a barrel.
I did not expect that to happen. I don't know. I mean, we're at the session low. Are we at the low? Does the market take this low out or what? Man, I did not expect that crash to happen. Are we getting both? Are we getting? Is the bears coming alive now? Is it good to be a bear again? No problem. I'm gonna put my stop underneath that low, just in case. Just in case. All right. Yeah, I didn't expect the market to take out that low. Not yet. Not yet. Man, what a crash. What a freaking crash. What a crash. All right, let's see if we can get. All right. Well, I'm supposed to be out. Supposed to be out 2. Supposed to be down to 2 contracts. You know, I hate when that trailing stop. I didn't accept the trailing stop. Let me see if I can kind of get back into this with 2 contracts. Maybe we get a bounce. Okay, let's see if we can get another bounce here. We scaled right back into this position at our break even with the contracts that were already filled. So let's see if we can double dip in this position. Okay. Of course, Nasdaq. Okay.
Treasury yields on day's highs after Trump comment on Iran. Further declines on the S&P 500 for the back of Trump's comments.
That's a bit frustrating. Let's see. I mean, are the bears coming in though? All right, so I think that the market's chopping right now. The market is chopping. It's playing around at those lows. It's like, does it want to take it? Does it want to break it? Does it want to push higher? I do think that the market does eventually drop. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty frustrating. That's pretty frustrating that the market is moving so fast right now that the trading software is frozen. It doesn't know what to freaking do.
Nasdaq extending losses, last down 0.7%, S&P 500 down 0.3%.
Okay. Man, okay, I'm just getting chopped up here.
Ten minutes to the top of the hour, we get the University of Michigan Center prelim forecast 46, prior 44.8, with a range of 50 to 42. Also, 5-year inflation prelim forecast 3.8%, prior 3.9. 1-year inflation prelim forecast 4.9%, prior 4.8. Expectations prelim forecast 44.9, prior 44.1, and conditions prelim forecast 46.1, prior 45.8.
Uh, 271. That's probably where I got my stop, is probably a hot spot for
The
liquidity
SpaceX
right now.
shares indicated to open 29% above IPO price in debut.
Okay. I mean, if I lose this trade, I'll probably just sit back and kind of. I don't even know how much I'm down.
According
right
to US official now,
I mean, that's
just
not even
being
bad.
cited by what we already saw from Fox News,
That's not bad.
that Iran nuclear material would be destroyed and the deal and nuclear program would be dismantled, and Hormuz would open under the deal, and Iran wouldn't get any money until they perform. So, reminder, we put this out from Fox News reporter citing a White House official, just being picked up by some of the other major news wires now.
You know what? Okay.
The SpaceX shares indicated to open at $174 in Nasdaq debut versus IPO price of $135 per share.
Okay. It'd be kind of dangerous to take the long up here, so I'll probably wait for a pullback down there. Because, like I said, I don't think the market takes out that low. It could. I don't think it does, though. Wow. Yeah, so your platform froze as well, Santiago. Yeah, whatever the hell that was, it froze my platform. I should have. I mean, I should have figured that one. Should have figured that. Because that does look like a short now. It does look like a short. I just don't trust the shorts. I don't trust them.
Putin says Russia is actively working on production of drones equipped with AI.
I don't trust the shorts, but that does look like a short. Nice. Nice. I love it, dude.
5 minutes ago to begin the University of Michigan sentiment prelim data forecast
Nice.
46, prior 44.8.
Nice.
5-year inflation prelim forecast 3.8%, prior 3.9. 1-year inflation prelim forecast 4.9%, prior 4.8. And expectations prelim
Nice.
forecast 44.9, prior 44.1. Conditions prelim forecast 46.1, prior 45.8.
Don't you just hate it when your sim trades don't get filled? Don't you just hate that? And then when they do get filled,
ECB's Casimir says June inflation data might be decisive for July's decision. Rate hike mission is not yet complete. Second round effects are lurking and will materialize. We can't exclude policy having to become restrictive. NG surge
God
seeping into
damn.
core inflation is dangerous.
All right. Okay.
Casimir says economy is resilient enough to digest higher rates. ECB's Casimir finally says markets have good sense of ECB's new good place. Senior US administration official on Iran deal now says nuclear material will be destroyed and removed. Just again being cited by another major news wire here.
If it doesn't short here, this will be my last short. Because obviously the bears have given this up. All right. Okay. All right. Bears. All right, man. All right. All right, Bears. All right, man. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. That was my last short. I'm flipping long now. Freaking Bears, dude. Yeah, we could.
1 minute ago to get the U-Mitch sentiment prelim data.
Man, let me just get out of this. My platform froze again. It's frozen. Can't even get out of this position even if I wanted to. So I better hope it's on my side.
Ten seconds. $48.9, high in the forecast of 46. 5-year inflation prelim 3.4%.
Oh, come on, dude.
Forecast of 3.8%.
Come on, oh my God,
6%,
dude.
lower than the forecast
Come
of
on.
4.9%. Expectations prelim
Come
49.3,
on,
49.3, high in the forecast of 44.9. And University of Michigan conditions prelim 48.4,
Oh my God,
48.4, high in the forecast of 46.1. Space stocks ETF drops 5.9% as SpaceX indications come in.
You gotta
We have posted out the University of Michigan sentiment report on the feed for you to read through. Seeing the S&P 500 turning positive.
Okay, hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
We'll see Nasdaq 100 turning positive now.
Okay. Damn, my bad. Yeah, I'm gonna do a half size position here. If my software will allow me to regain control. All this volatility right now. It looks like a lot of these shit. This is NinjaTrader 8 right now. And for whatever reason, it's having a hard time handling. Damn. NinjaTrader 8 having a hard time handling.
Nasdaq says SpaceX remains in pre-launch status.
Yeah, so that so from what I've seen on social media, SpaceX stock will only be on the Nasdaq and not the S&P 500 because it doesn't meet the qualifications for it to be on there.
Nasdaq adds they anticipate SpaceX IPO to open for trading shortly.
Oh shit. You know what? You see the market is kind of set up to dump, huh? The market is set up to dump right now. Not like I trust the Nasdaq to go short here, but So you said we're almost at that on the ES. Where is it at exactly on the ES? The story of the Defiance as well. Okay. Looks like we just have to be patient here for a pullback or a breakout. The market is chopping right now. You said on the
US Energy Chief Wright says 7 million barrels of oil a day leaving Persian Gulf.
Hmm. Man, okay.
So Energy Secretary
I mean,
Wright
I don't know,
speaking
man.
at
I
the
don't know if
Houston
this is trying to
conference.
pop up or if it's trying to come down here. Hmm. Hmm. Dude, I don't know. I really don't know what the hell. I don't know if we're about to see a push or if we're about to see a drop here. I don't know. It is
Wright adds that
consolidated.
7 million barrels is both crude and refined products.
Yeah. It'll take that long. Hmm.
We have posted a video where Energy Secretary Wright is speaking. Wright says that we will restore Hormuz flows with or without Iran's help, adding that no Iranian crude is getting out of the Strait of Hormuz.
Okay.
SpaceX is set to top $2 trillion in market value in Nasdaq debut.
Okay. Okay.
So Energy Secretary Wright, he said that 7 million barrels a day are leaving the Persian Gulf. He just corrects himself in the live stream saying
All right. Mm.
Energy Secretary Wright says if there isn't a peace deal, US military will restore flow of products through the strait. So Energy Secretary Wright is saying, calling it the Arabian Gulf, not the Persian Gulf. This corrects himself in the live stream.
He says. Nice. Great. Did we reject here though? Did we see a rejection right here? We'll see.
Energy Secretary Wright says Iranian sanctions could be partially lifted if a deal is reached.
I would take more profits if this. All right, man. Man, this is getting frustrating. This is getting frustrating, man. This is getting frustrating. This freaking platform is freezing up. Okay. I think I've made too much money already, though. My God, man. Every time we get a flash crash, man. Every time we get a flash crash, this thing freezes up. And I can't properly manage this trade the way I need to. I'm going to begin to trail this last piece of this position because I don't trust the bears here. I don't trust the bears. I'm going to box this in right here. And this will be my last trade for this account. Because I think I've already made maximum daily profit on this one. So I made maximum daily profit on both of my accounts. Okay, cool. All right. That's all I have for those accounts. All right. So what I'm going to do is actually make sure that everything is canceled. All my contracts are canceled because I made maximum daily profit in both of those accounts. Mind you, I brought both of those accounts back from a tilt day where I hit maximum daily loss limit, and using good risk management, I was able to bring them both back, and now they're both green. So I'm very proud of myself for doing that. I shouldn't have. I mean, all the money that I had to make to get it back could have went towards, my payout, but
CNN citing U.S. defense official that the U.S. shot down 2 Iranian attack drones last night.
But I think this needed to happen to kind of.
So the U.S. military shot down 2 Iranian attack drones that were targeting vessels in the Strait of Hormuz last night. And they say Iran attempted to strike commercial ships transiting the Strait of Hormuz, and U.S. forces shot down 2 Iranian one-way attack drones. Traffic flow through the Strait of Hormuz continues. We have put out the article on the feed for you as well.
So like I was saying, I'm glad I was able to bring back both of those accounts just using good trade management, being able to take good trades. And again, the biggest thing I want to point out is that I lost more. I don't think I lost more than that one today, but I did have a series of losing trades, but I was able to bring them back. Didn't have to over leverage. Had a reasonable position size, just caught the pumps or the drops, and was able to bring the account back. So, yeah. And it looks like we got the market to kind of bounce here. So I'm in a practice account right now. Looks like we got the market to bounce right there. So that can kind of tells me that I can probably get into this. Santiago says that, so let's look at that. So I'm willing to get in right there. It would have been nice if I kind of got in at this at that imbalance right there, but okay. All right, so let's look at the ES real quick. I don't know. I don't know.
So in a post on X, Israel's defense minister says Israel must ensure that it can act independently to prevent Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons. So the defense minister says that Israel expects Trump to stand firm on Iran nuclear principles, but again says that Israel must ensure that it can act independently to prevent Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon.
So that's the on the ES. So yeah, so it looks like the ES rejected at that 50 of that candle right there. The market failed to break above it, and we got the
US
rejection.
Energy Secretary Wright says the US will not impose an oil export ban to curb prices, and says a gas tax holiday over the summer is possible to help reduce gasoline prices.
Looks like yeah, it looks like price missed the 50% by a tick. So if you were exactly at that 50% of that candle, it missed it right by a tick. The high of this candle was 27, so you would have to have like at least a 5.6 point stop to be able to survive to catch this move right there. But the same thing happened on the MNQ. Honestly, Santiago, I think because I see that you mention the ES more than the Nasdaq. I'm not saying that it doesn't work on the Nasdaq. I'm pretty sure it does. But I definitely noticed that you say it that you reference the ES with this candle more than the Nasdaq. So that might be something that kind of gives those that trade the ES an edge. Yeah, because it went right through that. It went right through it. It almost came back and hit the 50% on the way back up after it stopped everybody out. So that's the 829 candle on the Nasdaq. Now let's see if we can kind of get back into this though. Okay. Yeah, the Nasdaq is being very nasty right now. Shit, this thing is, well, I guess technically.
Israel's Hayom, citing Israel's defense minister Katz, says we expect Trump to stand by the principle that Iran will not be nuclear. Israel will not leave the security zone in Lebanon, Syria, and Gaza.
War games. All right, so let's see what happens here. I'm gonna probably put my stop. Well, no, I'm gonna leave my stop where it's at. I mean, it's the whole point of it. It's the whole point of having such a small stop that I can take multiple trades just in case, you know, the market stops me out about 10 times. I can get back into the trade. Damn, that was about a 90-point drop from that breaker structure. It's crazy how when you're not necessarily, well, shit. Cut that. Because I think, well, that's not an order block right there.
SpaceX shares open at $172 in Nasdaq debut. This IPO price of $135 per share. Again, SpaceX shares indicated open at $172 each.
All right, Santiago, it just tapped into that that candle. It tapped perfectly at that candle on the 50, and then we seen a big push higher here. That looks like a micro. Man. Yeah, I probably won't. Yeah, I probably won't. Top step is kind of I don't know. We got equal highs right here. So we should see a squeeze above these highs. But I don't think the market goes higher from here. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Santiago. Okay, well. Excuse the shit out of me. So yeah, so it looks like you got that bounce. If you took that trade, looks like you got that bounce at the at that candle right there. Or oh shit, never mind. Looks like we got the bounce at the, or is that the candle or? All right, so that's that candle right there. Okay.
That concludes comments from Energy Secretary Wright at the Bloomberg Energy Security Executive Briefing.
Mm. 1.3 million contracts are currently being traded on the Nasdaq right now. No wonder why we're getting so much volatility. It looks like it wants to kind of short here, but right now the EMAs are kind of pointing to the upside. So this thing might pop up again. It might pop up again, but I mean, it's hard to miss that trend line that's coming down. It's hard to miss that, but I mean, I guess the market could be engineering liquidity right now. We have the bears trying to short it underneath the trend line right now. They're trying to get short underneath the trend line. We already seen the wick and the close underneath the trend line. So the bears are trying. I just don't know if they're going to be successful here. Hopefully they are. That would be nice. Okay. But I think the market is about to, we're about to see a big retracement. We're probably about to see a trend line break to the downside. It's highly likely because we have lower highs, and on the 15 minute, we have an order block on the 15 minute at these highs right here. So we have our order block at the 15 minute. That's kind of where we saw price reject from as it tapped back into this 15 minute order block. Turn it into an order block. All right, so we're seeing the rejection as I expect. And that's the thing about the Nasdaq. When you're trying to short it, it's going to stop you out a couple of times, and it's going to make you feel like you're wrong. But it was just no way that the bears were going to get, or I'm sorry, that the bulls were going to get a continuation when we see lower highs and we see wicks and we see bodies closing towards the bottom of the candle. It was just no way. So that's the reason why you should always just have small size, just in case you get stopped out and you can just re-enter.
Just a heads up, SpaceX COO currently speaking to CNBC, saying they want to make sure that the US has access to leading tech.
All right, so
and say they want to make sure that the US government has access to leading tech. S&P 500 up 0.2%, Dow up 0.5%, Nasdaq flat.
All right, so we got we're seeing the market kind of react at that. We gotta figure out a name for that candle. I don't want to call it this. That's just too much to say in real time. The 829, 929 candle. We gotta figure out a name to call that thing, to reference it as. Okay. So it looks like the Nasdaq is kind of running through it. We could see a bounce here temporarily. We are trading into a 15-minute imbalance. We are coming into a
Nasdaq
15-minute
100 now
imbalance.
turning negative.
We could see a bounce, maybe. Maybe.
White House trade advisor Navarro on X says the latest CPI PPI reports point to an energy-driven price shock, not an overheated economy.
It looks like we got another order block at the highs as well. So we got 2 stacked order block. What the heck is up with that? Come on. We got 2 stacked order blocks on the 15-minute. So this could be the sign that we will probably see a dump here. We have 2 stacked order blocks on top of each other.
Tesla shares reversing course, last down 1.3%.
Okay. I'm going to let this one run. All right, so the high of this candle right here is 627.50. Right, so 627.50. The low of this candle is 406.75. That can't be right. 486.25. Okay. And this is another order block. So we have 2 stacked order blocks on top of each other on the 15 minutes. So I don't know. I don't know if the market recovers from this. I think if we do see a bounce in this area, it's going to probably come right back to my break even and tap it and probably see a rejection from my break even, but we'll see. Yeah, that's going to probably be inverse.
Just keep an eye on the sectors that are moving the most. So energy in the S&P 500, the most positive at about up by about 1.61%, and consumer discretionary, the weakest of all the sectors, down by about 1.49%.
Shit, we're up $1,300 on 4 micro contracts. $1,500 with 4 micro contracts. Don't ever let nobody say that you can't make money with micros, because wow, that's a lot of money for micros. And mind you, just think about trades like this. You have a 162 point stop. You lose 10 times and you get a $1,500 profit target and you're positive. Actually, let me do the math on that to make sure. Actually, no, he wouldn't be. If you lose 9 times, you would break even. You would break even. It's all symbolic. It means nothing. He's gonna. We could see a bounce here, potentially. We could see a bounce. Yeah, it has. It's definitely a wild day. This is definitely a if you were heavy, unfortunately, you no longer have your account. It's literally either you got really lucky or you don't have your account. Well, actually, I mean, shit, it whipped back and forth so much. Yeah, it's highly unlikely that anybody that traded heavy on a small account, just they don't longer have their account. If the price just moved too fast. The platform froze multiple times, at least for me it did, and supposedly for other people as well. The price just moved too fast today. Everything was kind of against you.
So right now at the top of the hour, Trump is to participate in a pre-taped podcast with the second lady.
Oh shit, yeah.
Minor, this is closed press. It's supposed to happen in the Oval Office, but as I said, it's pre-taped, so probably won't get any comments at 11, but it's a heads up that he's supposed to be speaking to a reporter or on a podcast at 11 a.m. Eastern time.
Well, there goes our bounce in that area. There goes our bounce. There goes that bounce. Bears, dude. Bears. Right back to the break even. God dang. God. And and Top Step X is frozen. The market is moving too fast. This is why.
From Mr. Rakchi on X says the Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding has never been closer. Pending its finalization, the media should refrain from entering speculation about its content. In line with our responsible and transparent approach, all details will be shared with the public in due
The platform is frozen
course.
right
Again,
now.
Iraq on
I can't
says
even
Islamabad
interact with
MOU has never been closer.
I can't interact with it
Pending its finalization, media
at
should
all.
refrain from entering speculation about its contents.
Hold on,
Did
give me
see a
one
little
second,
bit of
guys.
movement towards the upside on the S&P 500 and a little bit of downward movement on the Dixie. Not so much there. WTI crude oil seeing a decline off the back of Iraq's post on X.
Voice disconnected.
CoreWeave is to join Nasdaq 100 index. Is keeping an eye on the S&P 500 continuing to move higher post Iraq's comments on X. Dixie just slightly moving down further. So S&P 500 extending gain now to 0.5%.
Wow. 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 Yeah. Yep. Are you all right, Alfred? I mean, yeah, I know you say you just lost one of your accounts. Is the important account still okay? The Pro Plus account, or is that account still locked up? Is that account okay? Yeah, because today is definitely one of those damn days. Yo, congratulations on that, man. Congratulations. Ah, shit. Okay. So I have 2 left. Yeah, Trump killed it.
Nasdaq 100 extends gains to 0.5%.
You know, honestly, at this point, it's so I don't even keep up with what's going on anymore. It's like, well, shit. Just gonna trade the chart. Trump is always doing something. There's always something with the Iran. Always something with Israel. Always something with somebody. And it just has such a big impact on these markets. So it's like, you know what, man? I'm just gonna trade the structure and hope that it works. Yeah. Yeah, dude, yeah. I swear these types of entries only work when you don't care. When you don't care about the outcome. It's like not caring about the outcome is like an edge. And yo, congratulations on that Investor Z. Making $750 and locking up. That's good, man. That's how it was supposed to be. Locking it up. $750, and I know you trade micros, so that's pretty good, man. $750 on micros is pretty good. That means you held your position, or you took multiple small positions and it all added up.
US stocks extending gains. Dow Jones up 1.01%.
Went green, red, yeah. It's been one of those weeks. It's been doing that all this week.
Exxon is said to study ways to grow in LNG in Asian markets.
Yeah, you know what? I'm curious. I'm gonna look at Discord. I want to look at Top Steps Discord right now. Alfred sent it. Hold on. Showcase. Oh shit! I didn't see this, Alfred. My bad. I didn't see this.
JD Vance on X says, I'm seeing a lot of fake info about potential deal to reopen Strait and end Iran's nuclear program. Says that Iranians are not receiving any cash. No funds are being released for simply signing a deal or attending a meeting. They say, Vance says, if Iran meets its obligations, then economic benefits will flow to them and to the entire region.
Congratulations to our boy Alfred, though, getting that payout. Next week, I'm going to focus on getting back to the payouts now. This week was definitely self-discovery in these charts. I feel like the trading strategy, the size, the ATM strategy, everything is coming together. I mean, we proved it to ourselves this week. Proved it to ourselves that we can be profitable with this strategy, and all we have to do is just continue to follow it. And for those that was with me last night, y'all guys knew that the market actually came back to that area last night, and it actually did. We did see a bullish reaction. It was almost a damn near perfect entry, actually, from last night. It actually pulled back and hit that entry, and then it pushed higher, and then it drops. I think it was right here. Yeah, because it missed me towards the end of the stream. Yeah, then it comes back. Yeah, right here. It comes back. It hits my entry perfectly, and we see that move up. I would have got a profit target filled there, and it would have dumped if I didn't take the rest of my position off. Yeah, so if I would have gotten 3 contracts filled, and the runner, if I left the runner, it would have got stopped if I left the runner. But it just really goes to show with the Nasdaq, you just have to kind of not let it trick you onto the wrong side of the market. You can't let it trick you, because it's really good at tricking you. Well, shit, Investor Z. I mean, shit, we've been showcasing it all this week. I made what? I made more than 10K this week. I brought back, I mean, shit, if I really look at my performance for this week, let me do that real quick. We made more than 10K this week. I mean, we made so much money this week, and all I did was trade 4 micros at a time. I didn't have a position bigger than 4 micros. Now, I scaled into my position, but still, I only scaled in with 4 micros. So I made $2,000 on. All right, man. Never mind. It's not that big of a deal. This platform is just being stupid right now. But all this volatility, I guess it's using up a lot of processing power just to keep up with all this stupid volatility. So we made brought back both of those accounts. So I was at 4,600. Now I was at 150. So that's about 4K there. 2K, 4K. So that was 8K. We made about 18. So we made at least $9,000 this week. At least $9,000 this week. Plus, just trading 4 micros. I wonder why he's doing that. All right, so we are at these highs. That's kind of why we're seeing a lot of resistance at these highs. You go to the 15-minute, you can see that price is trying to get past these equal highs right here. So you know if the market, so this is what we have to look out for. Either the market is going to push past these highs and continue, or if we see the market fail here, then okay. If we see the market fail, so we need to see the breakout, pullback, continuation, or if we just see the classic up and then down, then we know that the market is going to go down from there, because it's a failed breakout and all the bulls are going to get stopped out to fuel this market lower. Okay. Okay. I don't know, wonder why. Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't do that. It's disconnected. Okay. 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 So I guess now all we have to do now is just wait for TP. Well, I guess the market has to break out first and hold. We are seeing that if I bring your attention over here to the Qs, the market did break out from that gamma level, the biggest one at 720. So if the market fails to hold here, then we will see a pushback down. It's highly likely that we'll see a pushback down, because that's historically what price action does. A failed breakout, we usually see profit taking, bulls getting transition into bears, and we have a trend line with all that liquidity underneath it. All right, but it does look like we'll see that push up higher though. Does look like we'll see the push higher. We're getting a lot of green on the tick strike right now. Should be good. Hopefully. And you know what, Alfred, I'm starting to agree with you. I think I won't get another 50K account with Top Step, because it works good with the old way of trading, but this new way that I trade now, it doesn't work. Okay, so this is Alfred's results. He's sharing this results with us. Unfortunately, he lost these, or yeah, he hit the trailing max in this account, but he's getting the payout on this account. So congratulations on that. And with his TPT account, yeah, unfortunately, yeah, but at least he's getting a payout on this one. So I mean, that's the name of the game, man. You're getting paid out. That's all that matters. So yeah, you lose some accounts, but as long as you can get a payout from it, that's all that matters. It's all right. Oh, you haven't? Did I misread that? Oh, okay, my bad. Okay. Yeah, I see that now. I was looking at the because some firms usually have it like this, where well, maybe it was a mistake. Okay, you're right. I was looking at this as like the drawdown. I was looking at this. I was like, oh, okay. But all right, that was my mistake. I think. So yeah, so I got about 425 TPT accounts waiting in the wing for me right now. Like I said, I'm gonna probably hold off on those. I know that shit, I think I got the 150K rebuilding too pretty soon. Yeah. Shit, this thing, I wonder how high this thing can go, because this thing looks like it wants to super break out. I wonder how high we can go here. I mean, that's the one thing about the Nasdaq, man. You're not going to get this type of price action anywhere else. You're not going to get this type of price action anywhere else. This is a Nasdaq exclusive type of price action. Maybe Bitcoin, but you're not going to get it anywhere else. Like on the ES. Let's actually look at what the ES is even doing. We're up $700 on 4 micros, man. $700 on 4 micros. Insane. Insane. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Alfred, though. I think that's a good idea. Honestly, I really wouldn't recommend copy trading the Nasdaq. I know people do it, but I would never recommend it. I think if you're trading the ES is better for copy trading. I think copy trading had the ES in mind, but you know, obviously people are going to copy trade Nasdaq anyway, but I feel like it's better suited for the ES. For obvious reasons. Yeah, it does.
So according to an ABC headline here, the US is moving forward with signing ceremony plans, but deal still needs final approval from Iran. Again, ABC News citing sources.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy, Alfred? Because one of my concerns with the Nasdaq was that I was like, man, what if I don't get a profit target? What if I don't get a 60-point profit target? What if I don't get a 80-point profit target? When this thing literally moves hundreds of points a day. It would have been nice if I was catching this in an account that mattered versus in the practice account, but I'm not activating any of my pro accounts. I've already hit max profit on my Lucid accounts on all of them. I'm not going to activate any funded accounts on Friday. So what the hell, dude? Yeah, coulda, shoulda, but definitely didn't. Maybe I can probably trade 3 contracts in those 25K accounts now. I can probably trade 3 contracts.
Chevron's worth. So Chevron sees flows, not quite as much as Energy Secretary Wright's view. Chevron CEO Mike Wirth speaking at the Bloomberg event in Houston. The video is already out on the feed. Just kind of scroll down a little bit, or just click on the economic hand on the left-hand side under Energy Secretary Wright's name.
So I think what I'm gonna do next week is I'm gonna focus on those TPT accounts. I'm gonna focus on it. I'm gonna focus on one. I'm gonna focus on one. I'm gonna kind of come up with the strategy. I don't know if I want to kind of go for it all on one day, or I don't know. Or if I want to break it up into I don't know how I want to approach this, honestly. Because I'm gonna trade 3 micro contracts. I just have to get over the buffer. You said that you're gonna try TPT again. Yeah. Well. So I just had to get this, like, what, a $1,500 trailing drawdown. It's got to get over $1,500. I can probably do that in yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do next week. I got the Lucid accounts. I got the Lucid accounts back up. So I'm gonna focus on the TPT accounts next week. Get them out of the way. And just focus on, I'm only going to activate 1 at a time. And 1 per day. I'm not going to worst case scenario, if I lose the account, I'm not going to activate all of them. Just a revenge trade. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'll just do it 1 at a time. I mean, that's crazy. Like, dude, this is absolutely insane right here. This is insane right here. This is insane right here. This thing is still going higher. The Nasdaq is...
Just keep an eye on the equity indexes. S&P 500 continuing to extend its gains here. Post-Iraq cheese comments on next.
Boy. That's not correct. I know it's... All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create a contract. with myself. I can only trade 2 micro contracts at a time. I can open up a 2 micro contract position, and then I can use 1 contract to scale. But every position is going to be a 2 contract position. 54 point profit target. Or I guess what I could do is just...
So according to CNN, they cited Trump adamant official that Iran agreed to dismantle nuclear program and end proxy support to terrorist groups. So this is them. So it's just CNN citing what's been said earlier on from Fox News in the morning. But it's getting wider notation here.
I think what I'm going to do is just use 2 contract positions every time I open up a position. Every time I open a position, just use 2 contracts, and just only use 1 account a day. I don't need to ever exceed. If I lose an account, unfortunately, you know, I have a couple of them left, and I'm gonna trade until say it with me. Yeah, like I said, I gotta think about this over the weekend of how I want to approach this. I'm gonna have to think about it. Yeah, that's definitely true. Oh shit, I was doing something. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just have Claude draft a contract. I'll sign it on stream. So the rules are I can't trade off stream at all. I can't take any off stream trades. I can only trade on stream with you guys. So every trade will be documented. I can only open up a 2 contract position. I can't have no more than 6 contracts, 4 contracts on the screen at one time. I can't readjust my stop, and I just have to do my best. I have to do my best. I'm not trading it during Asia, so it will only be New York. I'm not trading that account during Asia. That's with 2 contracts. I'm gonna try to. So I'm not going. So I'm gonna get past the buffer in 3 days. So that means I have to make $500 per day. I could probably make more than that. Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do until I get over the buffer. Well, I'll probably just keep trading. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'll just do my best. I'll do my best with these accounts. I'll do my best. Yeah, I'll do my best. I just hate that stupid trailing drawdown, man. Okay, but all right, guys, that's gonna be it for me this week. It's a very this week was definitely great for me. I was able to showcase to you guys and to myself the power of risk management, scaling out, letting runners run, and just following your process. I brought back 2 straight to funded accounts that were down. One was only had $1,000 left in it, and I was able to bring that back to break even to 150 plus. So that account is profitable. I was able to bring back my second account back from I lost $2,000 in the Asia session. I shouldn't have lost that money in the Asian session, but I was able to come back in the New York session and make all that back. So it just really goes to show that if you just follow your rules, you can make a lot of money. I know it's tough to say that when the Nasdaq is being as crazy as it is, but man, if you didn't follow your rules this week, unfortunately, a lot of accounts were lost this week. So let's go into the next week and let's make some more money. But with that said, I do appreciate everybody that joined me this week. I will definitely come back Sunday night, and we will definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody, and keep on jabbing.